You've reached call in Mockery.
I must have the wrong number.
Okay. Yes, of course. The Oscars were on Sunday.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And I did, of course, Jimmy.
Eat World.
No! Kimmel was the host, and he brought the Oscars back to their glory, as everyone is saying.
Yes, I loved watching the Oscars be at their glory again.
But
Yeah.
I thought, like 3 months ago, I thought, I'm going to write some Oscar jokes for the show.
Goody.
So we could do a little pre-show to get ready for the Oscars. We can do a little show where it's kind of a variety show where we'll have some songs, we'll do some dances, we'll do like it'll be like when Hugh Jackman hosted, and they like and
my name is Hugh, but
and we'll and we'll do all that. So that was like 3 months ago.
Goody.
And I didn't do any of it.
Oh, it's very well you shouldn't have.
But
Oh, you want to now.
I did write one joke, and maybe
For the whole special that you wanted to do.
well, I started writing a joke and then realized I can't. So this is what. Let me just tell you the one joke that started and ended it all. So like applause or something.
Yes. God, this is...
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Ah, yes. So nice to be here at the Academy Awards 95th Oscars celebration. You know, this year, Steven Spielberg directed a movie about his life called The Fabelmans. Why? So that was the beginning and end of that. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed your Oscar parties with your buffalo chicken dip and your wife out in the kitchen. You come out and you do spank her on the rumpus and you say, "Come on, honey, bring in the broccolinis because the boys are getting a little hungry."
You go, how those breasts cooking up? And I can't wait for the chicken as well. And she's like, "Oh, Peter."
And then you go out into the living room and you're like, "We saw your boobs. We saw your boobs, boobs."
Now everyone's mad about... Can you imagine if he did that song this year?
I think they were mad then also.
Oh,
We just were
they?
too young and dumb and full of beep to even know about it.
I'm a scrotum. Did you watch the Oscar Academy Award?
I tuned in and I tuned out, you know? I watched. I had to see the opening monologue. That was pretty much what you expect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine.
Hey,
everyone won an award.
Hey, I didn't watch because, you know, as much as I love this craft that is our passion,
What?
golden showers and such.
Yes.
I think that I don't care for watching much of the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
So I tuned in to watch the stuff I wanted to. Also, it was, in my house, it's one of the, do I go out and buy the antenna that sticks to the window? Because I don't have live TV.
Oh yeah, you cut the cable.
I'm off the grid, baby.
You cut the cable, but you didn't fully pay for all of the streaming platforms that you thought you were going to.
And you were doing that funny Hugh Grant thing earlier.
Yeah.
Which reminded me of this. I thought this was a funnier version of that. Did you ever see this when Robert Smith, when The Cure was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't watch that?
No.
This is just what it reminded me of. This is kind of funny.
Because this will be everything. Hi, guys. Thank you. Hey, how are you? I'm Carrie. It's so nice to meet you. Hi. Congratulations, The Cure Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees 2019. Are you as excited as I am?
By the sounds of it, no.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
So
See, that's funny.
that's a little funnier.
Play the Hugh Grant.
No, I don't want to watch it.
Come on. Play the Hugh Grant.
Now
We
I
have to because the people at home don't know what we're talking about. No one saw the clip chimped, as they say, thing of the pre-show of the red carpet. No one saw this.
Are you talking about our sponsor, MailChimp?
Yes.
Okay, let me go through what is recommended to me now, probably from Pedro Pascal cries while eating spicy wings.
No.
Paul Rudd crashes Bill Hader's Conan interview.
No.
Michelle Yeoh and the Daniels break down everything. ... What's
No.
that? Doctors react to funny Parks and Rec medical scenes.
Oh.
Trent Reznor inducts the
No.
So now Paul McCartney answers the web's no. Let me just look this up quick. And people are loving this.
People, guys, okay, here's what's trending on...
I can't find it.
What?
I can't find it.
Oh, no.
G-U-H-G.
Hugh Grant Oscars.
G-
Here, I'll play it.
Okay, hold on. G-U-H-G.
Hugh Grant, you are a veteran of the Oscars, and you've been here a few times. What's your favorite thing about coming to the Oscars?
It's fascinating. The whole of humanity is here. It's Vanity Fair.
Oh, it's all about Vanity Fair. Yes, that's where we...
So she thinks he's talking about the party, the after party that, all these publications have an after party, Vanity Fair being one that's famous.
Yeah.
He, of course, is talking about sort of the
glitz and the glamour of it all.
Yes.
Sort of a Vanity Fair. It's a little
Yeah.
British slang that Landon likes to toss around every now and then.
Yep.
And Hugh does as well. And so I think we can rightfully say that was all her fault.
Hey, whose fault is it? It doesn't matter.
No.
It's just a bad interview. Who cares?
I think it's safe to say that live TV is a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
I'm just going to take a quick sip here from my Scheels Yeti mug.
You're what?
Oh, well, it's my Scheels Yeti mug.
What?
My spill-proof lid Scheels Yeti mug. And as you can see what's on my head, if you're watching the video.
He drinks from his Yeti with a hat on his Yeti.
I had so much coffee today. It doesn't even feel good anymore.
Is it making your...
You ever watch stuff in the dishwasher
hurt.
and then everything tastes like the dishwasher?
No. Get a new dishwasher.
So,
Hey,
Landon...
I got a new dishwasher last week. Her name's Alba. Wilma! We need a new dishwasher!
And it's like, I think I'm going to croak.
Isn't it weird that I couldn't think of a woman's name? So I said Alba?
Which is a woman's last name.
I was trying to think of, because I was doing a very bad hacky joke
Yeah.
that someone from the 50s may do.
Yes.
And I was trying to think of an old-timey lady's name.
Alba.
And all I could come up with was Alba.
Well, there's Alba, there's Geronimo, there's Lucy, there's Slugger, Stingray.
Yeah, Louisville.
So the reason I wanted to bring this up,
the Yeti Cup,
if I may, is because I just want to catch people up if they don't know, or maybe they're not watching, they're not keeping up with the TikToks, and they're not keeping up with what's going on. 2 weeks ago, we just out of the goodness of our hearts, out of the spontaneity of comedy and improv, we wrote a beautiful song on the spot for Scheels.
Right? And let's play that clip. We're not going to play the clip, but let's try to. Do you think we can recreate that?
Yeah. Can you cut this part out?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just act like
what were you doing?
I was just like doing like.
Okay.
Scheels has a fake tree. Scheels has a fake tree.
So that was what happened, and the social media world went bananas bonkers for it.
Yes.
I'm just thinking about you're so excited for someone else to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They don't care. So then next week comes.
Well, she's faking it.
Yeah.
So she didn't actually care.
No.
That's what's kind of funny about all this, because this Hugh Grant is like, I'm Hugh Grant.
Who are you wearing?
My suit. He's like, I'm over this Robert, what's his name? Smigel?
Robert Smigel.
From the Curists.
From the Ambiguously Gay Cures.
He's like,
yeah,
yes, I'm being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A made up thing.
Can I just stop you right there and say this?
Oh, okay, sure.
When people tell Hugh Grant, then don't be there. He has to.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to be, and I do personally, to be carted from place to place? I'm in London. I'm at the BAFTAs. Okay, now I have COVID. Now I'm in Cedar Rapids. Wait.
But, by the way, at the BAFTAs,
Angela Bassett did the thing.
and then you're in Cedar Rapids.
And you're in Cedar Rapids at a movie theater that's in Cedar Rapids. And you're talking about the movie you did. Now they have to fly you all the way to LA. And someone's like, what do you eat?
Yeah.
I want to play 10 questions about the whale. But what if the whale was ketchup? And you have to figure that out in your brain. You're jet lagged. And they're like, if the whale was ketchup, do you think the movie would have done as well as it did? And you have to play along yes, I think if the whale was ketchup. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. 57 ingredients, and that's how many people were on the crew. So yeah, that's funny.
And they're like, and who would garlic be?
Surround sound. And then they're like, can we just geek out together for a second?
Yeah.
Because I'm like a film guy. I'm like a film nerd guy. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not just interviewing you. I'm watching.
Thank God. This is so crazy to hear, because I've had to deal with so many people interviewing me today.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you the basic questions, but I just wanted how did you make the movie?
That's no one's. How did you get these questions?
It's just because I'm a film buff. I love the craft. I love how it's done. I love everything about it. So, how much makeup did you have on?
Well, to answer, so first, Darryl Aronofsky had a camera, and then after.
Whoa!
Actually, I have a question for you, because I'm kind of geeking out about film stuff as well.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Star Wars, Star Trek.
You're doing this to me.
I have to. I'm sorry. I'm such a film geek, nerd, dork, asshole, little ding dong head asshole.
You're really going to make me choose.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
I've never seen any of them.
Oh! Is that an exclusive?
5 minutes is up.
Oh! So last week,
reset completely so we can
Scheels
clip it.
Reached out to me.
Uh-huh. Last week, Scheels reached out to us.
And they said, we love the song. We love what you're doing. We want to send you a couple gifts. Ergo gifts. Okay? And we wrote them another couple songs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, I want to say we did get some good engagement out of those.
Uh-huh.
But I think we took it too far. We tend to take things a little too far.
How dare you?
Oh, it's a suit. I'm wearing a suit. What's like when you ask someone what's up, and they say
the sky.
Oh,
what?
Around the corner, fudge is made. So we wrote them a couple songs, and so Landon and I, when we had a TV show on the air before he started COVID, we had someone be kind of a sponsor on the show.
Yes.
And we ran it into the ground. I think they were confused
that
they had sponsored an episode, and we just took it to the nth degree of they don't know why we're doing this.
Yeah, by the way, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you're done talking? Okay, so
So we took it. I just had to take a sip out of my Scheels Yeti mug. So we took it too far, I think, right? And I think last week we did more songs and we said, let's do this and we'll get them. And they kind of went, okay.
Yeah, we pushed. yeah. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like, okay, yeah, no, we appreciate the love. They're like, thank you for your love. But that's it.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Although we did get confirmation through the comments that they did listen to the entire episode.
Which is nice.
Or at least enough of it to answer a question that was buried in one of the 3 songs we did.
Yeah, which is not going to come up again, which is kind of my point.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a song this week that was nice, that kind of took us. I don't want to keep doing this. I know we have the hats on and it's funny. And
what?
Guys, we know that a lot of you are out there watching or listening to podcasts, but it's time to start. It's time to start watching them. And if you heard about Spotify and they're pissing me off with their redesign, they're making it look like TikTok. I want to listen to songs, not see them. Songs are better seen, not heard. Songs are better heard, not seen.
Yeah.
Which is kind of...
And children are better.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Where have I heard that before? So... I wanted to cleanse the palate, as it were. Yeah. I have a song I wanted to debut. I wanted to say to Scheels, thank you very much for playing along with us, sending us some stuff. We would like a sponsorship, but we're not going to push it.
Nope.
If you let us do 10% off your website or whatever, if you use our offer code, the guys, a.k.a. Abe Vagoda, whatever you want, we do that. We get a little kickback at the end of the month. Yeah. We're not going to push it.
No, of course not.
Thank you for playing along. And this song is, I just want to switch gears, okay?
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. So this song
goes out to Scheels.
This song goes out to Scheels. It's not about them. We're done with Scheels.
Oh.
Okay. And the whole gag with the tree and stuff is over. So thank you.
That's over.
So this is new. This song is called Scheels Tree Song.
There was a time in my life that I thought I knew everything. No knowledge I didn't have that a new day could ever bring. Then you told me I was being naive, said that there was so much shit I still needed to see. Took me to your favorite sporting goods store and showed me the tree. Thinking of all the words I should have said, now I can't get this tree out of my head. I was acting crazy, thoughts was all hazy. Is this thing a life, fake or dead? At Scheels, always saving money on my ice fishing reels. At Scheels, cause each department has its own unbeatable deals. At Scheels, trying on those running shoes with huge ass heels. At Scheels, the only place I trust to buy my dehydrated meals. But back to what I was talking about before. How'd they get that huge ass tree to grow right out of the floor? Doesn't seem a tree could grow that big with the climate in my town. But maybe Scheels is the world's first outdoor store / greenhouse. Got a bunch of thermoses with leak-proof seals. At Scheels, first aid kits to help your blood congeal. At Scheels, they sell bikes, but not automobiles. At Scheels, they don't sell skateboards, but do sell skateboard wheels. Gotta distract myself from thinking about that tree. Maybe some retail therapy would be great for me. Get a hat chest it says salt life, a fish gutting big knife, a kite and some swim trunks and new Crocs for my wife. Yeah, yeah, here you can be anything you wanna be, or maybe give myself a rifle. Man, I can be so indecisive. Put that gun back in its place, grab a big rope and become a rock climber. Or boxing gloves to be a fighter. Is the fake tree redwood, teak, or pine or walnut? The manager says it's just carbon fiber. Can't stop thinking about that tree. Won't they let me climb it, please? Drives me insane, can't let it be. I got that tree tattooed right on me. Yeah, Scheels.
Scheels, the final. If you do not let us have a sponsorship, look at this. Look at this on the video,
Guys, what he spoke in the song is true. For the thumbnail.
You have something to say?
I'm not exactly the same type of tree as the one in Scheels, but keep going, Daddy.
Oh.
Keep going.
Yeah. See anything this week?
No, but I do want to shift gears completely. And beautiful song.
Well, like the bikes that they sell at Scheels.
Huh?
And we're about to switch gears.
Yes. Okay. So perhaps you've seen in the news that Sierra Mist.
My sleeves are coming out from my sleeves. I look like Beetlejuice.
Remember when Beetlejuice says that? Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Gonna be in my movie.
General Ortega. That's a good Star Wars person. General Ortega.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the Easter eggs when they're like, his name's Biff and Stiff.
Sierra Mist has gone away.
If we do another thumbnail.
Sierra Mist gone away. And then they come out with this. Starry. And you say, oh, okay, how are we going to fill the void of Sierra Mist? Which, by the way, it was no void. Sierra Mist is just Sprite. Is just 7-Up.
Would you say it's even just mellow yellow?
Mellow yellow.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
No.
Oh.
So what is Starry? Well, it's a caffeine-free lemon lime flavored soda.
That's what Sprite is.
That's what Sprite is. That's what
7-Up is.
So this is supposed to be different in Sierra Mist.
Why'd you get rid of Sierra Mist and then just make the same thing again? I'm asking you.
Crisp,
Sorry.
clear burst of lemon lime flavor. Is that different than Sierra Mist?
No.
What do you think was wrong with Sierra Mist that was it not selling well?
I don't know. Probably.
General selling well to you.
I don't know how much you want, so.
Landon's just given me a little taste. He's kind of poured me an amount that I would call this champagne amount. Interesting. You already tasted it. I'm doing the. Pretty sugary.
Yeah. It's just it tastes the same as.
I was told it's supposed to taste different than Sierra Mist.
Well, I would think so. Why else would you make a different thing? Is it the same company as Sierra Mist?
Yeah,
it is, right?
Here's the problem. God, I think it's just a marketing thing.
It is.
Sierra Mist wasn't selling. Come up with a new name. It looks like a new soda's on the shelves.
Yeah, and we fell for it. No, I just wanted to see if there was anything different. I knew that they were getting one over on me. It was like when the M&Ms are like, we're taking away the M&Ms. And then, of course, it's a big ploy.
Yeah.
To sell M&Ms. Now, I'm not going to buy M&Ms one way or another. I'll buy them because I want to eat them. I'm not going to buy them because your commercial make me laugh. That's why I never understand commercials. How does that work?
Now we're getting into it.
How does that work? It blows my mind when people people are influenced by commercials, really?
Well, that's the thing. They're influencing you. Don't even know it.
That's what they say, but I do.
Because you go to the store and you're like, they do exist. And you grab like 5 bags of them.
But I don't. I don't know. Am I just...
No, I don't understand. Like this,
We love these herbs.
Yeah.
Because they are delicious.
Yeah.
I don't like Quiznos.
But I love that song.
So it's not working.
Oh, yeah.
But like, what's the difference between like a commercial that's like, your grandfather fought in World War II. Your father fought, your mom for custody. And you fight your kids every day. Honda.
Yeah.
It's like a serious commercial.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be like, I'm a Honda guy. But then some car commercials are like, honey, I got you something. Okay, what is it? And it's like, what is that? And then they look outside and there's a car with like an ice cream cone whipped cream on top. They're like, sexy.
Yeah.
It's just all this crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, it's like hamsters driving around in the car. And you're like,
yeah, I want that car because the hamsters are big. Or is the car small?
Yeah, either way, I don't necessarily...
It's a cube. Either way, it's a cube.
Either way, it's a cube.
So I'm not driving it.
I don't want it there. So anyway, I don't really understand anything. Like, if I didn't have a show, I wouldn't have bought a $2 bottle of high fructose corn syrup.
The biggest change between Sierra Mist and Starry is what makes them sweet. Sierra Mist ingredients include sugar, while Starry has replaced that with high fructose corn syrup.
You idiots.
So they made it worse.
Also, 65 grams of added sugar. That's 130% of your daily value.
They made it worse. Isn't everyone else going like, here's the Pepsi you really want?
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, I don't care. Just hit them with the high fructose corn syrup. No, you drink a diet soda. I know people are like, drinking diet soda is basically killing you faster than just drinking regular soda. But it's like, you look at the liner notes on a pop, and it makes you want to blow your face off. Your face off. I'm scared to even say it.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Face off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, look at these stats. It's insane. And you just drink this? And hey, we all have our things.
We all have our vices, right?
But it's just when you actually look at it and you're like, this is liquid.
Yeah.
You're drinking 130% of your daily value. A serving size is 1 bottle. They want you, like, it's fine to drink 130%.
That's what I don't get when it's like, why is a serving of Oreos 2? But that, with 70 grams of sugar, is 1 serving. Who's in charge of this?
Who's in charge of it?
Is it Brandon?
I know when you think when I say LGB, I'm being inclusive. I'm actually saying, let's go, Brandon. Hashtag FJB. Because people don't get it. So it's let's go, Brandon, hashtag FJB.
Let's go, Brandon, FJB.
The little hashtag is what they're actually saying, right?
Oh,
FJB.
Frank J. Barabante.
Yeah.
The actor and like radio personality, right?
We love Frank. Frank is being very kind to us.
He was in Davenport yesterday. Did you know that?
Who cares?
I saw it. I didn't know about it until I saw that it was happening.
Why was that happening?
I don't know. He's Kim. She's here. Everyone cheers for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, you don't have to. That's the thing with since we have a podcast, there are things we don't have to get that our viewers can fill us in on. And they are viewers now. Fill us in now.
So what do you like? Do you like the Starry?
I don't like soda.
Sure.
Because it is the whole time I'm drinking it, I'm just thinking this is a bag of chips I can't have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's just too much going on in there. Too sweet. It's good though.
Yeah. So what'd you watch this week? Oh, I know something that you and I both. Oh, wait. Keep going. Keep going.
I know why you're doing that, but it's rude for you to not also give me some.
Keep going.
Okay, he gave me more. That's 100%.
Yeah. Keep going.
Jerry, what is that? 65 million
Years in the future. No.
Years ago.
Years ago, sorry.
65
Parentheses, million years ago.
Jerry, what's wrong?
Hello, Newman. So we went and saw the new Jurassic Park film, 65.
It's actually kind of what if Jurassic Park is we take what'd they say?
Jurassic Park is Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
This is what the guys that wrote and directed the movie did. Yes, we had a little.
We sat down.
We sat down with the writers and directors of 65.
Yeah.
And they said Jurassic Park is Star Wars mashed together.
And we said, I think you might need an editor.
Not for the movie. The movie's too short. The movie's too short. The editor needs to come and fix your language. I think you meant to say 65 is Jurassic Park. If you took your Jurassic Park toys and you took your Star Wars toys, and you made them go,
yeah,
and they smooched.
Yeah,
that's this movie.
That's this movie.
Would you agree with that?
I guess.
Well, you got a spaceman,
in
the far, far universe, far away, and you've got dinosaurs. Okay, that are very creepy.
The only reason I hesitate to agree with that is because I guess to sell the movie to someone who wants to buy it and like later sell the movie, it's a good descriptor. Like, what if you took your Star Wars toys and your Jurassic Park toys and played with them? And you're like, that would be good. But what's actually happening in the movie, thematically and even like plot-wise, character-wise, is nothing like those movies.
No.
The only similarity to Jurassic Park is there are dinosaurs, and the only similarity to Star Wars is that a man is on a spaceship.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's kind of its own thing, baby. And I loved this movie.
They're kind of selling themselves short. This is where you thought these guys are about to. Beck and Oscar Mayer are both watching this on TikTok because they're going through their feed.
Yeah.
What are people saying about 65? And they go, these guys hated it. Beck, Oscar Mayer, over here,
Sir,
we think you're
sir.
selling yourselves a little short.
You don't have to tell people it's dinosaurs versus Mr. Spaceman, even though you've got Mr. Kylie Jenner Red in there, okay? You don't have to do that. He's giving daddy. He's giving daddy. They come to me, they say, sir. Okay, sir. We want him to give daddy. I say, he will. He will. But it's just, it's not quite daddy enough. Is he giving Pedro Pascal daddy? No, he's daddy now. So much daddy he doesn't even want to pretend and play along anymore. He's giving away the part of daddy. He gave it to me. I said, sir, you don't want to give daddy to me. He said, sir, I do.
So, here, let me give you a... That's an edit point.
After last week when I actually did have to edit all of the bad things you said out of the show.
Did you keep a certain call in the episode?
Some of it.
Okay. I didn't listen to it, but I told someone to listen to it because we took a call.
Yeah.
And I said, actually, I don't know if it's in there.
Yeah. No, it's in there.
And then I started to worry. I was like, I should listen to this because I think a lot of it should have been cut out because of what a lot of bad stuff Landon said. So we went and saw 65.
Yeah, we went and saw 65.
And kind of just flew by, right?
Oh, really? Here's what I'll say. And I know I just said
that you love it.
I do love it. I think it actually is a really good movie. I think if you're a kid watching this movie, that's your new favorite movie, in my opinion.
That's like when I went and saw Jurassic Park 3, and I said, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is my favorite movie. And I grow up, and I'm like, everyone hates this movie?
Yeah. But...
Guess I'm an idiot. Carl!
I think history will be...
Jimmy.
Kinder to this. I think the future generations who do happen to see this movie will like it. But anyway, it's a good movie. It is a swift hour and a half. This is economic storytelling at its finest, in my opinion. But here's my thing. I felt that it was such a swift pace. Now this is crazy. I know this sounds like I'm stupid, and maybe I am. Probably I am. I have long COVID. You can't hold it against me, but I'd like you to. Come here. So I think the problem is there are so many moments in the movie of tension, fun. They're being chased, all of this stuff. And it became too much for me at a certain point. I said, I don't need to see them in another predicament like this.
I feel crazy. It's 8:00 p.m. I'm drinking coffee and Sierra Mist.
Starry.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, well, do you think it was too much because you were stressed out or because it was the loudest movie I've ever gone to? Yeah. This is not a Beck and Woods problem.
No.
Okay? It's not even a problem. I wish every movie I saw was this loud.
I was going to say, it was one of my favorite theater experiences in a long time. They turned the lights off, for one. The sound was up. I could hear every utterance.
And when things were supposed to make you jump,
I jumped out
because of how loud it was. I jumped, and then the laughter afterwards. Yeah. No one around me was annoyed with me laughing because they couldn't hear me. Yeah. Because usually someone's like, ah! It's like, okay, well now we can't hear.
Yeah, we didn't hear him say Goomba to the little girl.
You can't hear that. You can't hear him saying Goomba, Goomba. And she's like, Goomba, Goomba.
He's like, yes, Goomba.
Goomba is at the top of the mountain. And she's like, Goomba's at the top of the mountain.
He's like, so you do know what I'm saying?
No.
What? Wait, you just said, hey, you do know what I'm saying, huh?
So
yeah.
No, it was so loud and I loved it. And you could jump and you could kind of look around and say, I jumped. I'm a silly little boy. I jumped. And then your wife leaves you. Mm-hmm. And you can't fart the whole time.
You can't?
What? You can.
Oh, I was like,
it's so loud.
So
no one hears you rip a stinker.
Yeah, so there are two people that are in a predicament, kind of.
Huh? In the
over
movie?
and over again.
Yeah. It's a problem that I am fine with it having. It as I said, as economical as the storytelling is, the actual storytelling, the pacing was a little. There's a couple parts in particular that I think could have gone, because it was just so much. There's a certain part where a bug is in someone's mouth that doesn't really, like, I know story-wise why I think it's in there, but it didn't really need to be in there, and it just added like 5 minutes of nothing.
Well, because you've got the master of gore behind it all. Sam Raimi's on set. He's bloodthirsty. He's like, put a bug in their mouth.
They're like, sir. He's like, dirt.
Make them choke. Do you think there's a longer cut of this movie out there?
They hinted at a more introspective, cerebral version of the movie, and I long to see that.
Because
cut.
the beginning is like the beginning of the new Ant-Man movie, where it's like, here's a guy, here's his family, he's on, here he goes, it crashed.
It's like an Edgar Wright montage of story, where it's like, and then you're like, gunk. I'm in the 65 million years ago.
Welcome to Soho.
And you're like, what the bunk? I'm in the Soho now?
It's your last night here.
And you're like, what the crunk? I'm in Soho again for the last time?
So he crashes. This isn't a review episode.
No. I just wanted to say that it was a great screening, and I love this movie.
Great screening.
Are there a couple things you could change? Of course. But of course, they also have a studio sniffing down their necks, saying, make it shorter, make it longer, do this, do that.
Everyone that is going to watch this movie is the stupidest person alive. Pretend every time you make a movie, if you're making a movie for a studio, just assume that everyone that sees the movie is the stupidest person alive, and you won't get any notes.
Sure.
Because if you try to make a movie that's introspective or leave someone wondering, or God forbid, you put out an advertisement where people don't know what's going to go on. Yeah. Why does M. Night Shyamalan, something they brought up, why is he allowed to do that?
He's not.
But they go, you can't just make a movie called 65. You have to tell everyone what the whole twist is.
Yeah, it would. If it was marketed differently and you sat down in the theater to watch 65 and that screen and you see the giant thing, which I think is in the trailer, so it's not like a spoiler, obviously, but the reveal that he's standing in a giant T-Rex footprint.
Yeah.
I would have lost my gourd.
And they seem to put advertisements throughout to explain to you. The beginning, and they can correct me if they're wrong. I don't think the beginning was their idea, the beginning text. Maybe it was. You know how it's like going through the galaxy and it's like
space travel is
before Mon Mothma, before Gragu and Stinks, before Zeus and his bronies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There was Minos, and then it zooms in on Minos.
Yeah.
And then you see like the Nightmare Before Christmas hills.
Yeah.
But then then they kind of give you another title thing halfway through.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes in, and it's like, doom. And you're supposed to go,
yeah.
But everyone went, yeah. It's on the poster.
Well, they kind of addressed that.
They did, which was nice.
Yeah.
I don't think to the extent they wanted to. I think if we got them out, we went and got a couple of gin and tonics.
Sure. I think
they'd be spilling their beans a little more than one bag at a time.
Yeah. But, the point is.
What are you going to do? Not make your movie?
Right. And, at the end of the day, I think people often, and I've said this a lot, I'm kind of a company guy. I'm a corporate shill. But sometimes you need someone telling you not to do something. you need an editorial. Not saying these guys do or don't. I just mean in general. We've seen some of the work of some of our favorite artists under the sort of what do you call it? Manipulation of a studio hand and left to their own devices.
Here.
And you see that one is incredible, and one is maybe it's a little weirder, and you can bend over backwards saying, well, it's bad, but at least it's their full vision. You're like, okay, well, but so? No, it's just something I think about a lot. Like, if someone told me my thing's going to be better, but it's not going to be as much mine, would I still want to do it? I think that I would, but I'm a stubborn SOB.
I think they would really have to convince me. I think if I told someone this is the way, but then they say, I can bring you in hot or I can bring you in cold. But if they say to you, well, then we're not going to make it. Then what do you do?
Right. Well, then you say, yes, sir, of course. It's a beautiful idea. Let's make sure we say that we're in Mykonos.
We must tell them we're in Mykonos. Okay? They're like, and then you zoom into a big vat of yogurt. They're like, we're in Mykonos. What else can be said? Oh, do you think they were kind of pissed that it's giving Last of Us? And it's sort of giving a Mandalore.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a trope as old as time, isn't it?
But one that we've been seeing so much lately.
People are really liking this. I mean, I don't know. If you tell it compelling, it is. If you tell it in a compelling way, it is good every time. As we've seen, The Mandalorian, I find to be great.
Yeah.
Last of Us, I find to be great. This movie, I find to be great. I don't care. I'll watch the hell out of this story.
I want to see some more behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I hope they get a big, beautiful Blu-ray release and we get all the special features.
We should do an episode where we actually talk about this, and
should
maybe
we?
They'll.
Okay. We'll do a full review.
Maybe they'll talk to us.
We'll do a full review and sure.
And don't leave that in where I said that. I don't want to sound desperate.
Yeah, I'm not cutting that. Did you watch anything else? It's a good movie, though, I guess. On the main show, I want to say you should go check it out.
What out of 10?
God, I'd almost give it an 8 out of 10.
You have to see this in a theater.
Yeah.
And I know that we're talking, I know it's award season, so we're talking EEAA. O. No, yes.
Yeah.
EEAAO. And the. And that's the Western Front. And
not very quiet.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. But I'd give this it's a good popcorn movie.
Yeah,
but it's not. If you go see it so loud, I thought the person that I live with was gonna die.
Yeah,
because she took a big handful of corn to the dome, and then.
And then you did that right in her ear.
Well, I was trying to show her, like, this is what happens at movies.
Yeah.
You're never safe to eat your popcorn. And then the guy that was I watched I have long COVID brain.
Yeah.
Did you watch Mandalorian?
Yes.
Did you watch All the Last of Us?
Yes.
What do you think? And
of
don't
which?
Give anything away.
Of which one? Are you caught up on both?
Yes.
God damn it. Why didn't you lead with that?
I watched The Mandalorian. 2 episodes, right? Each better than the last. They're playing a little more into the comedy in this season. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. I watched the full episode. I watched the full episode and watched through the credits to see all the art. And to hear the song again, because that's like the best song ever. I just bobbed my head to it. But it always gets to the coolest part of the song is when it goes or whatever. But then Disney Plus, at that point, they show you all the credits up until the point that I want to hear, the big fanfare with the horns. And then they say, would you like to watch something else? And then
you got to get rid of that.
It goes away. And I'm like,
I get rid of it right away. I jump from the couch to see what was the matter. I grab the remote with a big, large clatter.
Yes.
I press the back button so the suggestions go away. I listen to the song and say, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Next
It's just
thing
such a
next thing I
good...
hear,
No, okay, so The Mandalorian, yeah, it's always been funny, though.
It has, but then you got Grogu in the chair, and he's in his force to swing himself around.
Funny.
There's just some funny stuff where he jumps into his little seat. And
he meets the Anzelians, Babu Freak,
and the others.
He tries to pick him up.
Yeah.
God, that's all you... Look, you don't have to do much else if you just do that. I'll be happy. Yes, you are kind of pandering. Yeah, I don't care. Pander. That's what I like to see, okay?
The episode 2, cool. Got
episode 2, cool.
Alien thing. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. No, there's an alien thing that does show up. Now, did you find yourself lost? Because I know you didn't watch Book of Boo Boo Fett.
Yeah, because about halfway through the second episode, I paused and I said, so at the end of episode 1, Grogu leaves, right? With Luke Skywalker
At the end of season 2.
Season 2, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I forget.
Not episode
I
1.
forget there's... Oh, my goodness. Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine? He's got one of the little things in that lets you breathe underwater. From episode 1. No. Yes.
Well, yeah.
So...
It's kind of hard, isn't it? Because the movies are called episodes, but the episodes of... I guess
they call them movies.
Chapters.
So Luke Skywalker takes Grogu, right?
Yeah, to train him.
Yeah. And now he's back.
Well, yeah. But if you watch Book of Boba Fett, which is season 2.5 of The Mandalorian, you will get to see that...
That's what I heard, but then I heard Mando say, I gave him away, and then he came back.
Yeah.
So I went, okay.
Yeah, they pretty much... I found episode 1 to be basically table setting for the rest of this. Just a little reset. Like, nothing really happens in it. Mm-hmm. Because if you did watch Book of Boba Fett, everything that you've learned in that episode, we already knew.
Okay.
So for me, it was kind of like, well, it was cool, but it was like...
The living waters and all that?
Yeah.
He took his helmet off?
Knew all that.
Okay, good. And that was a quick episode. We get into episode 2, it's more meat.
Episode 2, this is kind of something, kind of like the boys in 65. They said, let's just get to it. Let's just do it right now.
In the summer of 65.
Because I was thinking, okay, episode 1, we're setting up, he's got to go do this. It's going to take him the whole season to get there. No. About 20 minutes, 10 minutes into the first episode, he's there. The second episode.
He says, I want to go to there.
Yeah, and then he does.
And then someone's just sitting on their chair, like, pouting 24/7.
Yeah.
And they go, fine, go to there.
Yeah.
He goes, I want to. Parentheses, go to there. So that's good.
That's great.
Last of Us.
God, you can hardly talk about it without spoiling anything, but...
I don't know what to say. And I know that people out there played the video game. Landon, I've got a controversial question for you. I've been thinking about this. Last 2 seconds.
Okay.
Are you happy you didn't play the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't want to be thinking like, oh, that's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that I didn't have to do that.
I'm just happy to see this story played out the way it's being played out right now.
Yeah.
I know they're taking their little liberties, but for the most part, it's kind of following the same storyline. We get the same ending as the game.
Yeah, which is funny to think about, playing that whole game and then that's the ending. And you're just kind of like... And
then how long did it take for this?
Like
they're like, you're going to do a second one, right?
A decade later, you get... But I mean, it does tell a full story. Mm-hmm. Like you can leave it there and be... It's just such a... I think it's great. I think the ending is great.
What a great ending if that was the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it is. I know it is.
Yeah.
But if that's what you're left with, that's how you want to end stuff. And we're not even going to say anything. But I will say, did you think that giraffe was CGI or real?
It kind of seemed CGI, yes.
That's what everyone says.
But
and it was real.
It was real. Did you think it was?
I read some comments because I said, yes, it's like, yes, that was a real giraffe in the last. And I'm like, First of all, can we have some sort of I saw the episode, but when I go onto Collider.com and Frosty's banging away at his keyboard, and there's a whole Last of Us like, look at this cameo, let this happen, and let this happen. Just give people some time to watch it. I watched it. I said, I don't want to be any spoilers on my side.
Yeah.
But stop. It's like when SNL is like, look who joined Woody on stage. Stop.
Buzz.
Woody, look down here.
Fine. What the?
Now we're even.
So just give. But I saw the article about the giraffe.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
knows about the giraffe.
Yeah.
People were like, that's the shittiest. I thought that was the shittiest CGI I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And someone else was like, that can't be, like, everything looks bad to me now. Even real life things. But everyone thought that. And I asked the person I live with, with whom which I live, what'd you think? She said CGI.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it and I said, I don't know. I didn't think about it.
I didn't think it was bad. I just thought.
Well, everything else around it is CGI. So you're probably like, why not this? I mean, you do have to think, well, how'd they feed it?
Well,
think about that. Big tongue.
I could also see that, like, it's kind of like the Top Gun thing where they're like, they really flew the planes. And then you find out that they did, but they also added a bunch of other stuff, which, of course, they're not actually blowing other planes up and stuff. But then this is like some gotcha, like, oh, see, I thought they'd never admit it. Like, no, they've always, of course, they have to do visual effects to the movie. Tom Cruise is not flying into a war-torn whatever the hell.
That trench isn't real. They didn't make a trench miles and miles long with like guns. I mean, am I crazy here?
No, but I think what happens a lot too is that they will film the real thing, and then a CGI artist will then have to replace everything anyway. Yeah. Because it just looks too bad to comp it in. So I think we probably, like, they can release all the stills you want to of them. I'm sure they shot it. But did they actually use that?
It might not 100% be the giraffe.
Remains to be seen.
And I was just like, I didn't even think about it. I don't think about it anymore. I mean, watching the show, you go, how did they do any of this?
Yeah.
But I just let him do it. Honestly, I just let him do it. I don't even try to stop him anymore.
I'll say it didn't look bad. If it was CGI, if it was real, it didn't look bad.
If it was real, yeah. If it was real, it didn't look that bad.
I think everyone's just so focused on nitpicking everything, Joey.
Yeah, that's not us, though.
No.
So that's a good show, wouldn't you say?
I love this show. It might be... might be one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, I'm excited for season 2 and beyond.
Yes. And of course, everyone who I would not agree with socially and politically did not like the second game. But everyone that I do agree with in those arenas seems to like the game. So I'm looking forward to season 2.
Now, I think that they said they're going to go, and I'm not going to spoil anything here, but they're going to go a little off the trail with the second game. And people are like, well, then that might mean they're
fixing it.
They're not going to they're not going to do the stuff that was controversial. I don't know if you watched episode 3 of the first season. I don't think they're going to cut anything out that
I would dare say they're going to go harder.
Take that. The thin blue line on the sticker on the back of your truck just got a little thinner. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a suit.
I just think, whatever. I trust them to make the best story. They've done it every episode for 9 episodes. They cut the right thing. They leave the right thing in. You can do whatever you want to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I'm done trying to stop them.
We are not the studio. We just agree with the studio sometimes.
Let me leave you with a little something.
Okay.
Went to coffee shop by my work, somewhere I go quite regularly.
Went to a coffee shop that's by my work.
Go there a couple times. So I went there and I ordered.
I went there. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. No. Whoa.
I went there, and I ordered something. Now, I don't know if this is my mistake. I ordered something I don't normally order. Okay? And when I ordered, the girl working there said, so pretend you're me. You're going to order.
I know how it works. You don't have to.
But I have to tell you what to order.
Oh, okay.
You're going to order a cold brew. Something I don't normally order.
So I'm you.
You're me. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, what can I get for you?
Should I act? Well, hold on.
Like an idiot?
Do you just tell her what you want,
Yeah.
or are you like kind of nice and like?
I'm nice. I'm like,
hey,
what's
yeah,
up?
hey.
Like, yeah. I'm not flirting. Don't do that.
No. I'd never.
Just don't put that accent on it. It's like a placebo. You know when people are nice and they're just like, can I just have a placebo relationship? You know that?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So pretend it's a placebo interaction.
Okay, try it again.
Okay. Even though, yes, she's a female, and I will be there. And I know what you're winking at me.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, try it again. I won't do that.
Hey, morning. What can I get for you?
Hey, sugar. No. Okay, come on.
Okay. Hey,
lovely smile.
Really?
No.
What can I get for you?
I'm sorry. You do have a lovely smile. It's a form of negging. It's kind of how
Everyone
I flirt.
says that here. Okay. Hey, what can I get for you?
Hey, yeah, by the way, hey. I think like a cold brew, like let's do 12 ounce.
Nathan isn't here to bully you today.
I'm sorry?
No. And if you're me,
you say.
So this is where I'm out of character, and I tell you, the audience, I don't know Nathan. Never. I don't know anyone named Nathan in my life. I don't know. No one has ever bullied me at this place. Okay, as far as I'm aware.
Not what his diary says.
And I was kind of. It was just a bad day, and I was kind of already at the end of my rope. And so she does this, and then normally I'd be like, So what I did was I said, "Oh yeah," because I just played along with. Because she thinks I'm someone else.
Yeah, Nathan's not here to.
And I wasn't gonna put up with it, so I went, "Oh yeah," as nice as possible, because I was actually having a great day until that happened. But it was so weird. I just said, "Yeah, cold brew, please, to go." She goes, "Nathan's not here to bully you today," and just kept like staring at me. And I'm like, oh. It's like a Parent Trap situation because someone else out there looks like me.
We got to find this guy. Okay, if you look like Joey, please call us at 319-DUB-MIT. Now,
DUBMIIT.
Did you find out anything about Nathan? Or that's just it ended there? You said, oh, yeah? And she just...
I went, oh, yeah? And she went... And then kind of did that little thing where you sway back and forth. And then she went tick, 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 and put my order in. Could this be my fault for ordering something that the man that gets bullied by Nathan normally orders? I usually just get a hot coffee.
Yeah, that's it.
But I was so thirsty. So I said, you know what I should do? Drink the coffee faster.
Yeah.
So I got a cold brew and got that. So Nathan got a cold brew.
So you and Nathan, and she can only tell you apart because you look so identical by
I don't look like Nathan. Nathan is bullying my doppelganger.
Okay. Oh, so sorry.
Nathan is some sort of Neanderthal.
Nathan's a Neanderthal. You and...
my doppelganger.
Who is... Let's give him a name.
Jason X? No.
So, Squilliam Fancy Bottom.
Yep.
So you and Squilliam Fancy Bottom come into the store, look identical.
Yeah.
She only knows you, the difference between you, based on your order.
Yep.
He gets cold brew, you get a hot brew.
Yes.
Interesting. So we need to go to this coffee shop basically every single hour of the day that they're open and see who orders cold brew. And then we need to make sure we get a look at their heads and see if it does fit the same basic size and shape of your head.
It's going to be hard now that I do wear two hats everywhere.
True.
I wear my normal hat and my Scheels hat.
That's right.
Oh, do you have a question?
Nope. Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.